Dear students, Assalamu alaikum and very good morning. Hope you would be safe and sound in every respect. Yesterday, Unlock 5 and its guidelines were put on surface. It is still ambiguity whether the schools are fully open or not, or it is the partial mode that will continue. But your examinations are approaching fast. They are being conducted after the 15th of November. So, better move is to put extra efforts and do extra hard work so that you can crack the coming examinations with ease. Dear students, this pandemic COVID 19 has caused a great damage to the educational sector. The schools remain shut for quite longer duration of time, and you are connected to us through virtual mode by the digital platform, and this digital platform is never substitution for the actual classroom teaching or physical mode of teaching because some students, plenty of students, or the majority of the students need physically a teacher in front of them to get the things in actual or in reality. Dear students of class 11th, today we are dealing with one more important topic in your political science, that is the Panchayat Raj Act, Constitutional Amendment 73rd. Dear students, in 1993, the Narasimha Rao government introduced the Panchayat Raj Bill in the parliament by passing the 73rd constitutional amendment and gave Panchayat Raj, Panchayat Raj a reality, or Panchayat Raj institutions a reality. Dear students, its all principles or its all provisions were included in the 11th schedule of the constitutional in the 11th schedule of the constitution. Thus the Panchayat Raj institutions were given the constitutional status. I have already told you that it was the Gandhian dream to decentralize the power, and the democracy should reach to the grassroots level so that the people would find an opportunity to govern themselves. But what were the main features of this Panchayat Raj Act, or we can say the 73rd Constitutional Amendment? Its first feature was there should be a three-track structure of the panchayats, one at the village level, another at the intermediate level, that is the block level, and third at the district level. And seats should be reserved for SC population and ST population according to the proportion of the population, and one third seats should be reserved for the women. Dear students, the office of chairperson at all levels should be reserved for the SC and ST according to the proportion of the population, and one third should be reserved for the office of chairperson, I am saying, at all levels for the women. The term for the panchayat is of 5 years according to this amendment, and in case of dissolution, election should take place or they within the 6 months. Dear students, they, it was given in the or mentioned in the 73rd constitutional amendment that there should be a state election commissioner that will superintendence, control and supervise the electoral process of the panchayats. And there are the 20 these panchayat raj or the panchayats have been given the or have been entrusted with some specific responsibilities. They are 29 in number, are 29 items, which include the agriculture activities and allied activities, rural housing, drinking water facility, electricity. These were entrusted to the panchayats, and there should be state finance commission, and which would determine the principle for the financial, in which the financial return would be entrusted to the panchayats. Dear students, these are the main features of the 73rd Constitutional Amendment. I am repeating the things. In 1993, Narasimha Rao government introduced the Panchayat Raj Act by Constitutional Amendment 73rd, and thus giving Panchayat Raj institutions in the country a constitutional status, or it became reality. It was included in the 11th schedule of the constitution in the constitution. Thus, these Panchayat Raj institutions were given the constitutional status. But what were its features? Three-tier system, that is the village level, intermediate level, and the district level. The seats should be reserved for this SC and ST according to the proportion of the population, and one third should be reserved for the women. And office of the chairpersons at all level should be also reserved for ST and SC, and there should be the office of the chairpersons for women at all levels. One third should be reserved, and there should be a state election commissioner that will superintend, control, supervise the electoral process of the panchayats. Dear students, there should be the State Finance Commission, which will determine the principle for the financial return would be interest to the panchayats. And there were 29 items for which the specific responsibility were given to the panchayats, and these are agriculture, allied activities, ruling housing, electricity, drinking water for small scale industries. These were interest with the Panchayat Raj institutions or Panchayatas. And the term for the Panchayat Raj was fixed 5 years. In case of any dissolution, in case of any constitutional period, the elections should be held within the 6 months. So thus the 73rd Constitutional Amendment gave constitutional status to the Panchayat Raj, and the democracy reached to the grassroots level. You are watching nowadays the elected representatives in the form of sarpanches, in the form of the BDC, that is block level block development chairmen, and still the elections for the district level is going on. Dear students, thus the Constitutional Amendment 73rd gave the constitutional status to the Panchayat Raj, so that the people will find the opportunity to govern themselves. It was the Gandhian dream that democracy should reach at the grassroots level, and where the people will govern themselves. So this was all done in Constitutional Amendment 73rd, which was passed by the Narasimha Rao government in 1993. This is all about the Panchayat Raj Act, or the Constitutional Amendment 73rd. Hope you might have grasped the concept. In case of any query or confusion that may strike your mind after watching this video, you can call me on my number that's already in your position, or WhatsApp me, and when you forward your query or confusion within short duration of time, your query or confusion shall be cleared. Better is to see these things on your available political science reference books, so that you may grasp the concept well. In these days of pandemic, you remain out of the school, you must put extra efforts, do extra hard work to crack the coming examination with ease, and do remain psychologically motivated that examinations are meager things and we will cross every barrier with ease. Thanks. Be balanced.